Okay, welcome to this tutorial. We're going to make, looks like keychain, dog tags, name it what you will, but we're going to make this thing up, alright? You get to choose whatever you want to write on here. It can be your name, it can be your initials, your girlfriend's name, as long as it's appropriate. Don't do anything that's too nasty. So, because I do want to 3D print these for you guys, so we'll start off with this. So, we're just going to do some basics here, nothing too fancy, and we'll get going with this. Alright. So when you first open up Inventor, you will have to press start working. It'll be an icon that'll pop up on your screen. If you don't get that, fine. Okay, you go File and New. So let me walk you through a little bit. I'm sure I've done this a few times, but I just want to show you this one more time. So there are four different main I guess categories would be the best word that you can use in this. You have your part file, you have an assembly file, a drawing file, and a presentation. This means nothing to you right now. I'm aware of this, but this is where you make stuff, this is where you put stuff together, this is where you print stuff off at, and this is where you make a nice little video of it, and you can take it apart again. Alright, so we're going to use English only in this class, unless I say otherwise, and we're going to do standard in.ipt. Okay, double click that. You get started on these drawings by clicking on the 2D sketch button right here. Okay, once you do that, you will get these planes. Do not close this out. Do not close it. I know your first initial instinct is to close out everything in front of you. Don't do it. If you do it, there's a view button right here, user interface, browser gets checked and unchecked. Don't do that. I'm just showing you guys. Okay, so we're going back to this 2D sketch thing right here. Alright, there are three planes here. There's X, Y, YZ, and XZ. Okay, they're also located over here on the left-hand side. Alright, the one we always use is the XY plane. Double click on this, please. Okay, so as you get started on this, there's a couple interface things that I want to fix. Okay, number one, if I already did this, don't do it, but let's just see. Hit on the Tools menu bar. It's up here at the top. Going to click on Application Options. I'd like you to click on Display and check Reverse Direction. Okay, this is just a normal zooming that I like to use. So please do that first. And then press OK. Now, just so you know, as a review, when you move your mouse back and forth, which is what I'm doing, this is a zoom tool. Okay. If you double click on your scroll like it's a button, it'll just zoom right in. Alright, so we're going to start off. You have right up here your basic lines, circles, arcs, rectangles. Don't worry about this fancy stuff over here yet. I'll show you that stuff later on. But we're just going to make some stuff first, okay? So let's click line. Alright, we always start with this little dot right here. This is the origin point. Okay, you're going to move your mouse over to the right, and you're just going to type in 3 and press enter. Okay, you're going to go down and you're going to type in 2 and press enter. Okay, now the great thing about this program is that it tries to help you line stuff up, so it's looking for it. I don't know if you can tell, there's a little dotted line that is formed here. I'm just going to click here, I'm going to go up, and I'm going to click here. Okay, whenever you're done with a sketch, because we're done with this one, it's purple, which means it's fully constrained. If you look at the bottom of your screen, it says that on there. Okay, not a big deal. Press Finish Sketch, please. Okay, now we can start making 3D objects. That's simple. I know, right? Okay, so we click 3D modeling right here if it's not already chosen for you, and we're going to click Extrude. Okay, with an extrusion, this is a way to be able to, you can drag it back and forth, but I prefer not to do that. I always like typing in numbers. So we're going to make this a 1/4 inch thick. So go 0.25 and press enter or press OK. Either one's fine. Now when you use this screen here, if yours is like this, you can just move it down like so. So this is a dialog box. I prefer to use it when it's fully open like this because I don't like using that. Okay. So you just made a little rectangular thing. Awesome. Cool. Alright. So click Fillet next. Your fillet is right up here next to the hole button. Okay, show your hole later on. you're going to change the radius to 0.25. Don't press enter. Don't press anything. Only do what I ask you to. So you're going to click on these right here. These corners. Now, I showed you guys probably shift and scroll. Hopefully I did. So if you press shift and you hold down on the scroll like it's a button, you can move your guy around. But if you look in the right hand corner of your screen, you also see this view cube that's helping you out too. And if you click on this, it'll just go right to there. So I'm going to click this edge here too. And press OK, because I want these sharp corners. Make this simple. Okay, we have this done so far. So, as you can see from the first part I made, we got the round part done. Or the outside part done. Okay, now in Inventor you can make what's called a sketch on almost any plane possible. So I'm going to click the top of this. I just left clicked. And you click this guy right here. It's called Create Sketch. Okay. Now, I want to utilize the outside edge of this to just help me make the inside part. So what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to click on this Project Geometry button. So click this and click in the middle of this object. It doesn't really matter where. Now, if you press Escape, always press Escape whenever you're finished with something in this program, you'll see how it's yellow. Okay. Next, you're going to click the Offset button. Click on the outside, and if you move it in, you'll see how it's going back and forth like so. But you start to losing your curve at about here. So we're going to type in 0.2. Okay, that was easy enough. These little things that just popped up on my screen, these are all called a constraint. We're not going to worry about that right now. Press Finish Sketch. Okie dokie, we're doing good. Alright, so you're going to click on Extrude. I want you to click the middle of this. Now this guy will come popping out, but I don't want to pop him out. I want to go back so I can cut it in. So I'm going to change this now to 0.1. Okay, because that's the depth of that I want. Okay, so we got that down. Alright, looking good so far, guys. If you have any questions, always ask me if I'm around. I should be around. Okay, next thing you're going to do is you're going to click this surface right here, and you're going to go to Create Sketch again. Okay, now here's where you got some freedom. Alright, I know you guys love freedom. Freedom. Alright, up at the top, you see where this A is at? Click on Text. Click here, it doesn't really matter where. Now, the size of your text is going to change based on whatever it is that you want to write. Alright, so you guys saw I wrote Cubs Wings. I'm a Cub fan, as you know. So I'm going to go 0.25. I'm going to start with this, but I can show you guys how to change it in a few minutes. So we're going to, with caps on, I'm going to type Cubs Win. There we go. Alright. Now, if you want to change your text style, I would definitely bold whatever it is to do, but you have to highlight it in order to change it. Alright, so that's decent. So I'm going to go through here, and I can use whatever I want to, so I don't like that. That's kind of ugly. Times New Roman, I'm kind of a fan of. That always looks kind of fancy. It looks more italic. You can use whatever one you want to. I'm not going to use Greek symbols, though. Alright. You can go bold, you can go not bold. It's whatever you guys want. So look through here and find one that you like. Okay, but keep in mind, if we're going to 3D print this, if it's not thick letters, it won't work. So I'm going to press OK now. Alright, so you press Escape once you're done. Always press Escape. Oh, there we go. Now I can move this around. Now let's say I don't like this. I want to put another line underneath this. Remember, bigger is better. You can do another text line right here. It's entirely up to you. Or I can click this, highlight it. Let's say I want it bigger. Let's say I want to go 0.35. It's entirely up to you. And lucky for me, it did do this. Now, if you're having problems with the letters are moving down, if you click this little yellow thing right here, you can slide this back and forth. It's a bit of a pain, and it will crunch your letters and things of that nature. No, it didn't do it, but that's what it's supposed to do. Anyway, okay. So, I got my Cubs Win on here. I like it. You can do whatever it is you want, as long as it's appropriate. So, press Finish Sketch. Next. Okay. Please pause the video whenever you need to and go back and forth. Press Extrude. Click this. and you're going to go out, which it's already going that way, just 0.1. So 0.1 is already defaulted on there. We're just going to let it roll. There we go. So we got that now. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little, not this yet. We're going to put a hole right here. Okay. So this is how I decided I'm going to do this. Let's hope I don't regret this. Yeah, I know, tons of confidence. Okay, click on hole. Okay. Leave that at 0.25 and just click right here. All right. The next step I want you guys to do is click on this edge right there, and you're going to go 0.15. Then click this edge here and do 0.15. Okay? And I got a hole. There we go. And we're done. Now, just for the sake of aesthetics, I'm going to have a little fun here with this. If you ever want to change the color of something, now this will not affect your print. But if I left click on extrusion 1 and then I right click and I go down to properties. So I clicked on extrusion 1 just one time. Right click, I went down to properties. And you see where it says the featured appearance? Change this to black. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. And then let's say I want to change this extrusion right here. Properties again. We'll go with blue. Ooh, cool. So you see what I'm doing now? So click here, right click. Let me move my screen down a little bit, that way you can see this. Properties. Go here, whatever canary is. Okay, so there we go. So my chain is done. All right. Next, of course, please save. We're going to call this one keychain. So go File, Save As, and you should save it as an IPT. Please save it somewhere that you can find it, and we're going to go keychain. Okay. Now let's say I want to get this thing ready to 3D print. Here's how you do that. Press File, press Export, press CAD Format. Okay. Change this to an STL file. Click on the Options menu. This should say millimeters, because that's what it reads. Okay. And then press OK and press Save. It's really that simple. Next step, let's say you want to print this, and you will want to. You need to open up a program that's called Flash Print. So open this up, please. If it says Update, just ignore it. So I'm going to press Load. Go find your file. There it is. And it'll be right there on your base. What you're going to do here is you're going to click this, press Move. You're going to move it to the center and make sure that it's on the platform. All right. The last thing to do, press Print. We're not going to have a raft. That's a little base underneath it. You're going to click Slow, because if it goes too fast, it'll not be straight. It'll be really weird. Click Speed and change this to 40 and 40. That's supposed to be 40. Press OK. This will save it to here. It'll go keychain. Save that. Beautiful. It's done. It says 1 hour and 46 minutes. 4.46 meters. That's how much of the material it will use, and you're done. That's your first print. So, easy. If it asks you to save, that's fine, but you're pretty much done. So that's your first assignment. Go ahead, and if you have any questions, please ask, but this will at least get you guys going. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope this was easy for you. And I hope you enjoy your 3D print. Bye-bye.